Hey guys. Oh, why am I crying? I am officially engaged to Michael James Morris. Why am I crying? Stop crying. I've received such an outpouring of love and congratulations from you guys, but I've also received a ton of questions. How did it happen? Can you show us the ring? Were you surprised? So I just wanted to make this engagement video to tell you guys what happened and also to thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for how much endless love and support you have for me and Michael as a couple. It's really remarkable. As many of you know, I've been dating Michael for 9 years, and we both have sort of discussed the fact that we would love to get married in 2019, which is our 10-year anniversary of being together. So because of that, it was only natural that 2018 was going to be the engagement year. But the question was, when is it going to be? It could have been any time from January 1st through December 31st. I was ready for any day. So for our 9-year anniversary, we decided to celebrate by going out to the Hamptons together, where his family has a house, and we were going to spend the weekend alone. He actually gave me, for our anniversary, day passes to the spa in Montauk that we love. The plan was to go out there, chill, go to the lighthouse, go to the spa, just sort of relax and enjoy the Hamptons at this time of year when it's kind of quiet. And so, to make a long story short, we went out to the Hamptons together, we went to the spa, then we drove together to the lighthouse and we took a few photos at that beautiful view at the Montauk Lighthouse. So after we went to the lighthouse, we were driving back to his house because he told me that he wanted to go to a wine tasting event at a vineyard out there around 4. And at this point it was around 3:30 or so. So we're driving back to his house, and just before he makes the turn to go to his street, he decides to go the other way, and he says that he just wants to swing by the beach to take a few photos. And this was really believable to me because, first and foremost, we love that beach. It's the beach closest to his house. It's the one we go to every summer when it's warm out. And number two, for our anniversary, I had just gotten him a new telephoto lens for his camera, so it made sense that he wanted to go to the beach. We get to the beach, it's pretty empty, there's only one other car there. We decide to walk down to the water and start taking a walk. But the moment we turn to start taking a walk, Michael starts turning towards me as I'm turning towards him, and he stops me and he hugs me and he says, "So I have a little surprise for you." And then he got down on his knee, and that's when the whole engagement proposal happened. I remember being in that moment and thinking to myself how badly I wanted to remember the moment, and so I have this vision in my head, if I close my eyes, of Michael on his knee in front of me, and it was a really, really sweet, special moment. I was tearing up, I started to cry. I actually remember when he opened the box and showed me the ring, I couldn't even see it because I had tears in my eyes. So I'm not going to repeat what he said on his knee, but he gave me the sweetest speech, and when we stood up and we hugged and kissed, he turned and said, "Hi, Jen." And we look up the beach, and there's a photographer there with a camera who had just captured that entire moment in photos. After the proposal, she actually staged a few more photos of us, and we took a few cute engagement photos on the beach. At this point, I was kind of looking around, looking for my family, because I had told Michael in the past that it was really important for me to have our families around after the engagement. They didn't need to be there for the engagement, but I really wanted to be surrounded by the people who we love almost immediately after the proposal. And I had told him that in the past, like that was kind of a dream of mine. And so when we're on the beach, I said, "Where is everyone? Like, is everyone at the vineyard? Are we going to meet everyone?" He said, "No, nobody's here." I figured we would go to the vineyard, we would have the wine tasting, we can come home and have the house to ourselves tonight, and then tomorrow we're going home and there's a surprise party, and you know, our families both know and they're waiting for us and they're so excited. I wasn't, you know, crushed that they weren't there. I was a little bit deflated that I was gonna go home and FaceTime them instead of seeing them in person, but I could not have been upset. I had just gotten engaged and I was so excited to go call them. We get in the car and we drive home, and he says we have about 20 minutes at home before the wine tasting event starts, so let's go inside and let's FaceTime everyone. We walk into the house to go FaceTime everyone, and I walk into the living room and everyone is there. Oh my God. With decorations and champagne, and there was no wine tasting event because we were having a big family party at the house with our 2 immediate families, and we were having a big dinner and a big pajama party, and oh my gosh, I just could not have envisioned a better scenario post-engagement for the people that I really wanted to be around. So now that you know that my family was actually there, they essentially parked their cars across the street so that we wouldn't see the cars when we pulled up. You know, they were there all day while we were at the spa and the lighthouse, and I just had no idea. I thought everyone was back home in the city. So we don't have a video on our end of the actual proposal, but my family set up a phone and took a video on their end of them waiting in the house, waiting for us to come home, and then actually surprising us when we walked in. And Michael and I watched this video. It's a 10-minute video, so I cannot show you the whole thing.
Yes.
This way, get more this way.
Wait, no, she can see you in the mirror. We have to go on this side.
Dad, get over here.
Colin,
Dad, get up.
this playback on this video is going to be really worth something.
We think it happened already.
We don't know.
We're waiting for them to arrive.
Now, go check.
We're freaking out.
They didn't come, they were in here.
Oh!
I'm sweating so much.
It's so fun for me and Michael to watch that and to see how when we were so excited and we were just on our way home to go call them, that our families were so excited and freaking out over the situation and getting ready to surprise us. And by the time we actually walked into the house and I saw everyone, I just lost it. I collapsed on the floor.
All right. We have a 9-minute video. Lou, let's see your face. We have a 9-minute video.
What?
This could be used as footage in a future vlog.
Check it, check it. Check it.
Holy
Ooh,
mother of pearl.
check it.
This is the best.
All right, bye-bye.
I was crying. Everyone came over and started hugging us. We did a whole champagne toast, and then we had dinner together. We pretty much put on our pajamas right away, and we had a double family pajama party. We went on a walk, and then we had a giant sleepover all together. And now we're engaged. This is the ring for everyone who's been asking me. It's pretty much my dream ring. I described to Michael exactly what I really loved and wanted, but then I let him make it his own, and it is rose gold and it's a split shank with a circular stone in the middle. And every time I look at my hand, I mean, besides the fact that it's so sparkly and shiny, I seriously see Michael in this. Like, I just see the fact that he spent so much time, I'm crying again, spent so much of his time and his energy and money on making this for me and like making sure that I was happy with it. And he's now told me all the stories about how he went to the jeweler and got it made and went back and forth many times to pick out the diamond. And he told me about this dinner that he had with my parents in February where he asked for my hand, and how he had such an incredible dinner, just the 3 of them. It feels different to have him be my fiance versus my boyfriend. I did not think it would. We've now been talking about getting married since college. He's my person, you know? He's my person. So that's the story. I hope I answered all of your guys' questions. Once again, I am so grateful to all of you guys for your never-ending support and love that you have for both me and Michael. I cannot believe that 50,000 people in the world saw and, you know, shared their love for us on that post. I just want to say thank you to everyone, and we have a lot of wedding planning to do, but we have not begun yet. So please, you know, any suggestions, anyone who's gotten married and wants to give us words of wisdom, we welcome them below. We really do. Michael's not here right now, but I'm sure if he was here, he would say hi and thank you to all of you out there. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you love, and click on the little subscribe button and the bell that's in the description box so that you can be alerted the next time I upload any videos. See you later. Bye.